Opening day and opening week is upon us for the San Diego Padres, and this is a team that is looking to avenge the loss in the NLDS last season to the Dodgers, and this year make it all the way. Now, they are hanging their hat on the continuity that they are bringing back. Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr. feeling better than ever and healthier than ever. Luis Arraez, offseason thumb surgery, he's feeling better than ever. Jackson Merrill, he'll be in his second season, and he had such a dominant rookie season. And then, of course, Xander Bogaerts back at the shortstop position. He had a great offseason, and Jake Cronenworth as well. Now, that continuity and that core is going to be dependent on to make up for some of the production that they lost this offseason, including one guy in their first opponent that they'll be facing this season, Jurickson Profar, who's over with the Atlanta Braves. But they did bring in some low-cost and high-upside veterans, guys that they hope will contribute right out the gate. And if not, they'll be pushed by some of the guys at the minor league level, guys like Jason Hayward, Yuli Gurriel. They brought in Jose Iglesias, and they're hopeful that that is going to help round out what is already a very good core of this lineup. Now on the pitching side, they've got a really dominant 1-2-3. Michael King, Dylan Cease, and Yu Darvish, except that Yu Darvish is injured right now. He's on the injured list with some elbow inflammation. So they did pick up Nick Pivetta. He's expected to be a big boost to this rotation. And there's some uncertainty in those final two spots. Kyle Hart, Randy Vasquez, Stephen Kolek in the minor leagues. But they feel like they did this last year. They got through some injuries with Yu Darvish and Joe Musgrove. They can get through it again with some of the guys that they have up here already and some of the guys that might be pushing in the higher minor league levels. They've also got a solid bullpen, guys like Jason Adam, Robert Suarez, and they might be dependent on early, depending on how stretched out, especially the bottom of the starting rotation is. So look for that bullpen to be tested early. But again, this is a team that knows how important this championship run is to the city. They feel like that continuity and that chip on their shoulder they had last year will help them this year. But nothing is guaranteed. They're in one of the hardest divisions in the major leagues. They haven't made it to the playoffs in back-to-back seasons in this last 5-year run that they've had. So they'll be looking to do that for the first time this year. And then anything goes.
We're here to win. You know, we haven't finished the job, and there's a job to be finished, and we're getting ready every single year for that. Every guy that's here is hungry, want to go out there, perform at their best, and help the team the best way possible, how to win ball games every single day.
I just think every year you should come in here and wanted to make that at least your ultimate goal, getting there and winning it all. I have no answer for why sometimes not and sometimes, sometimes yes, but I remember I came up my first year and we won it in 13, and we had 2 last place finishes back-to-back in 14 and 15. So, I mean, it's not easy. This game is not easy, and sometimes it's not the best team or the best lineup that always wins.
Yeah, I think everybody knows what it takes to win. It's not the amount of people, the amount of talent that you have on the field. It's the amount of chemistry, the amount of love you got in the locker room. If you're a team with one goal, you see it play out every year. Last year was a prime example of it. Played hard every day. Everybody played for each other. So, everybody in here knows.